Morning, folks. Sorry if the lens is a little foggy. Just a differential of temperatures from where the camera was stored overnight and first time I brought it out for the day. Anyways, this is the morning of day 6. So we are packed up and heading back onto the trail, leaving High Demp, roughly a 9-kilometer hike to Stormhaven. Nothing really to report overnight, no unusual noises. It did rain, however, so we had to clean things off the tents this morning. I used a quick drying towel and it's now in the back here trying to dry out. Massive climb back up to the trail here. You can actually see Paul about halfway up, and there's a rope to try and guide you as well back up to the main trail. So expecting it to be quite rocky. Yeah, I think that's really it for now. We'll check in a little bit later, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Be much appreciated. Until then, folks, hope to see you out there. All right, so just a small sample of what we're facing shortly after High Demp. We are definitely less than a click away from where we started this morning, but you can see just how rocky it is. And that little climb that I just did at the start of this segment is small compared to some of the others that we've had to climb. Hoping I can show you a little bit more, but if not, I'll just stop and start recording again. Had a couple lookouts already, mainly just water. We weren't able to see down the coastline in either direction much. Breeze is giving us a little bit of relief, but it's kind of humid. About 14, 15 degrees I think right now. Went from wearing thermals overnight in the just trying to navigate the steps here. So wearing thermals overnight in the sleeping bag to this morning was a little chilly, and then slowly got warmed up. So very, very rugged. Definitely have to watch your footing. And down we go. And of course, because it also rained overnight, we have to assume that all these rocks are going to be slippery. Hold on there. Alright guys, I'm going to stop here because I'm going to need both hands, and we'll check in a little bit later. Alright folks, so 2.25 kilometers into the hike today, and one of few lookouts that we've come across. Absolutely spectacular. Can't really see much to the left here other than rock face. Very tough going today, lots of climbing and watching footfalls and tree roots and whatnot. So just stopping for a bit of a break, strip off the last of the thermals and trying to air out. You can see a little bit of white cap waves in the background. Absolutely amazing, folks. Paul and I were talking about those land masses that you see on the horizon, but we're not quite sure if they're Manitoulin Island or Flower Pot Island or one of the many other islands that are in the Great Lakes. And I thought I'd show you a little bit more of the trail. Last time I looked at all trails, we were just past 3 kilometers in, and by looking at the Bruce Trail app, our little blue dot is almost halfway between High Demp and Stormhaven. So we're making pretty decent progress, and terrain is causing us some difficulties, but letting up in some areas. But beautiful day, nice breeze, sun's out, some cloud cover, nice day to be out. A quick check-in, we passed the halfway log dump side trail a little while ago, and some great lookout points. And just to show you a little bit of the rock formations that we're seeing, and as well as the trail. So it's still a bit of a mix of, you know, something calmer like this, and still climbing over rocks and tree roots. So that the halfway log dump point, there's actually a bathroom facility, picnic table. I believe there's the side trail to the water, so that if you need to stock up on water, if you're doing a trail like this, or I should say if you're doing a multi-day hike and you're running out of water and you have your filter, then you can use the access point for halfway log dump to fill up again. We've opted not to. There's a cool rock formation down there and crevice. I packed a little light in terms of water today. I only packed 2 liters instead of 3, just because of how short of a day it is. Of course, I say that and I have half a liter left and I'm aching for it, but I do require a lot of water myself. But we're almost there, and I'm strongly thinking of diving right into that water, as cold as I know it is, but we'll see. Beautiful trail, beautiful day, well worth the excursion. Oh look, more climbing. There guys, I'll give you a bit of an idea as to what this trail involves. So imagine doing this multiple times a day in the peninsula section, and it keeps going. So I need both my hands, guys, so I'll sign off for now. Till next time. Well folks, we're not there yet, but came to one of those spots where I just had to share. So I'm gonna do a little bit of a pan and a little bit of moving around and show you what we're looking at right now. So there's the path just taken, and this is what we're seeing right now. I'm gonna get a little closer so I can actually show you the rocks down below. Nothing but a sea of blue. You can actually see the wind create its own little currents on the top of the waves. We made it to Stormhaven. It was too long of a day for the number of kilometers that we've had to hike. But Paul also got a real taste of what I've been experiencing for the past week. So I'm going to show you a little bit about our setup now that we have our tents set up at least. Paul's already down at the shoreline. I'll be joining him shortly. But Stormhaven is a little bit different than High Dump, and I'll show you why. So I'm just going to go to the pathway here. So I'm at number 4, and there's my setup with my 3F UL Lanshan 2 Pro, which I love. And just further up the path here is number 5, which is Paul's. And I'll show you the map of the layout when I get down to the path to go down to the shoreline as well. So Paul has a little bit more privacy, tucked away into the woods a little bit more. No tarp or table this time, and we both are taking advantage of the trees to air dry some of our clothing. Because it did start off as a pretty chilly morning and we both had thermals on, and then first it was a sweat heat generation thing, and then the sun really came out and it's like, that's it, we need to gonna get down to what we just need, and that's it. So I'm gonna grab my food bag because I really don't want to make 2 trips. Not that you guys are worth it, but I'm kind of pooped. And can't wait to get some cold lake water into me. Tomorrow is definitely a 3-liter day. All right. So down the path we go. Not sure what is down here. I suppose we could find out. Oh, that's the Bruce Trail. Okay, so that's where we'll be going tomorrow. Bathroom. And main trail there. Probably access, and there's your bare poles. And just give a close-up of the Stormhaven layout. But all of this is on the website as well, but I would assume that 6, 7, and 8, and 9 are closer to the water. But unfortunately, I think Paul and I got the last ones available. Although, if, well, today's a bit of a better day, but if the forecast overnight is not as nice, then still may not see too many people out, but we'll see. Well, no, it looks like there are people here. Can see some tents. And there's the water. Definitely not as treacherous as High Dump. There's no ropes at this location. And here we are. Oh, more bear poles. Cool. Now I just gotta find Paul. And I think there's maybe Paul. Maybe not. I don't remember Paul having a cap on, but beautiful, beautiful view. Oh, there's Paul. Nicer area to kind of set up a picnic if need be. Alright guys, so this was day 6 and my second last day on the trail. It's been a long 3 years to try and get this trail done. Not sure if I have the right words at the moment. We'll maybe save those for tomorrow. But thanks for coming along on this adventure with me. And hope you've been enjoying these videos, and hopefully they're just entertaining and informative if you are considering doing the Bruce Trail, especially the Peninsula section where you know, things are, you know, not as civilized, shall we say. I will be putting all my notes in the comments below as well, in terms of where I stayed, costs, websites. My pack list will be in the comments as well, so if you have any questions or comments about those, feel free to leave those in the comment section as well. And until tomorrow, this is Mike signing off for day 6, and we'll be checking in with you guys tomorrow. Remember to like and subscribe, and hope to see you out there.